The galaxy was a place of endless wonders and dangers, full of unknown civilizations, star systems, and ancient secrets. For humans, the exploration of space was just beginning to reach its peak. In this vast universe, there were countless species, each with their own unique cultures and histories. But none of this mattered to 22-year-old Marcus Holt, an ordinary human from Earth. His life was simple, until one fateful mission forever changed his destiny. Marcus was part of an exploration team sent to the remote planet of Draxar, a world recently discovered in the farthest reaches of the galaxy. It was a planet with vast oceans, thick forests, and hidden ruins from a civilization long extinct. The mission was to investigate the planet's history and gather data for the scientific community, but it didn't take long before the team encountered something that would make their mission far more complex than they anticipated. While surveying the ancient ruins, Marcus and his crew came across a group of hostile alien raiders who attacked them without warning. A firefight ensued, and in the chaos, Marcus noticed something strange. An alien girl, no more than 18, was being held captive by the raiders. She was from a species known as the Elorians, a mysterious race with translucent blue skin, silver eyes, and an advanced understanding of the cosmos. But it was clear she wasn't just another prisoner. She had been marked for something far darker, something that made Marcus' heart ache as he watched her struggle. Without thinking, Marcus rushed into the fray. He used his training and his quick reflexes to take down the raiders one by one, cutting through the chaos to reach the alien girl. His heart raced, his thoughts focused only on getting her out of harm's way. After a fierce battle, Marcus freed her, dragging her to safety behind the cover of ancient stone structures. The girl, weak and bruised from her capture, looked up at Marcus with confusion, gratitude, and something more, something that Marcus couldn't quite understand at the time. He gently helped her up, speaking to her softly in an attempt to calm her. "Are you all right?" he asked, his voice tender but firm. The girl nodded, her silver eyes locking onto his. She didn't speak at first, still recovering from her ordeal, but after a moment, she whispered, "Thank you." Her voice was soft, yet carried the weight of someone who had seen far too much suffering. Marcus knew she had been through something unimaginable, but he had no idea what had brought her to that point. "I'm Marcus. We're here to help," he said, offering her a hand. "What's your name?" She hesitated for a moment, her gaze flickering between him and the ruined surroundings. "Elara," she finally said. "I am Elara of the Elorian people." Marcus could tell that Elara's words didn't carry the usual bravado of someone who had just survived an attack. She was a warrior in her own right, but her tone suggested fear, uncertainty, and vulnerability. The two of them made their way back to the ship, with Marcus guiding her through the wreckage and away from the remnants of the fight. Over the next few days, Marcus stayed close to Elara, ensuring that she was safe while helping her heal. The crew had established a secure base camp, but they couldn't help but be curious about her, what she was doing on Draxar, how she came to be captured, and why the raiders were after her. As Marcus spent more time with Elara, he learned that her people, the Elorians, were once a peaceful and thriving race, spread across multiple systems, but had been relentlessly hunted by the Zarkian Empire, a brutal and war-hungry faction bent on exterminating peaceful species and conquering the stars. Elara had been a scout, sent to investigate the Zarkian threat, when she was ambushed and captured. The Zarkians planned to use her as bait to lure the rest of her people into a trap, but fate had other plans when Marcus and his team had arrived. It was the beginning of a bond that neither could have predicted. As the days passed, Marcus and Elara became close. She opened up to him about the pain of watching her people fall, the desperation of being alone in the universe, and the weight of carrying the responsibility of her people's survival. Marcus, who had grown up on Earth in a small town far removed from the vastness of space, found himself drawn to her strength, her wisdom, and her beauty. The bond between them deepened with each passing day, and soon, they couldn't ignore the feelings they had developed for each other. It was love, but a love forged in the crucible of war, pain, and survival. The two of them were so different. Elara, an alien from a dying species, and Marcus, a human caught in a war that had nothing to do with him. But in each other, they found something powerful, a connection that transcended the stars and the battles they fought. As the Zarkian Empire continued its hunt for Elara, the couple made plans to escape the reach of the galactic warlords and find a way to reunite her people. The mission became more than just about survival. It became about rebuilding, finding hope, and standing together against the universe's darkest forces. Their love story, born from tragedy, would become the catalyst for a new alliance between the Elorians and the humans, leading to a galactic revolution that would change the fate of countless species. In the end, Marcus and Elara proved that love was the strongest weapon in the galaxy, a weapon capable of overcoming the odds, uniting two worlds, and bringing peace to a fractured universe. Their story would become a legend, one that would echo across the stars, proving that even the most unlikely of love stories could change the fate of the galaxy.